Networking. What problem are you solving? Who are you? Where are you from? What do you love? Have a conversation. Have a conversation. Four more minutes to go. Just 4 more minutes left. 4 more minutes left. 4 more minutes left. 4 to go. How many people have you met? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Don't run away from me. We're networking. 4 more minutes to go. Let's move around. Don't stay in one position. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Well, thanks. I love what you have, your products. Who are you? Tell us more about your products.
I'm from Symbols Creations. My jewelry I made myself. It's handmade. And I only use glass beads and crystals and gemstones.
Handmade jewelry. This is incredible. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. An entrepreneur right here in the township, Upington, Baba. Handmade jewelry. This looks incredible, incredible. And how do people get hold of your jewelry if they want to buy, if they want to find out more?
My contact number is 07888 66331, or they can check out my Facebook page, Symbols Creations. They will see my products.
Symbols Creation, you will see the products. It's SYBELS Creations. SYBELS Creations. The number is 07888 66331. Was that correct? Here it is, right here exhibiting at the Tikasi Business Workshop in Upington, Paballelo. Let's go. 3 more minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more minutes to go. How many are you on? Ladies and gentlemen, 2 more minutes to go. 2 more, just 2 more. 2 more minutes to go. Why is it that people who are wearing black are networking with people who are wearing black? Why are people who are wearing black networking with people who are wearing black? What's going on here? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 1 more minute. 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute to go. If you're outside, please make your way back inside. 1 minute. 1 more connection. 1 minute. 1 more connection. 1 minute. 1 more network. Shane, come. Shane, come. I like this. Sorry, my brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please can we take our seats as we get ready for the Mbaula chat? I am so sorry for cutting your networking session. I see it's still going on. We'll still have an opportunity with our exhibitors. Please, can we take our seats? Mama Millicent, please, can you take your seat? Hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, as I believe, can we sit down? We'll still have time to network during our lunch session. Thank you, brothers. You guys look like you're talking coalition, something here. What a word. All right. How was that? Short, eh? Too short, eh? All right. So I gave you a target of 5, eh? Who achieved 5? I like your honesty. More than 5, ne? Some I see there 3, 2, not bad, ne? But you met someone, right? So I have a question for you. By a show of hands, how many of you found people that you're going to work with and do business with? Can I see the hands? Guys, there are cameras. Don't just put up the hand because you're like, ah. So, hands down. I'm going to ask the question again. By a show of hands, how many of you found people that you are going to do business with? Let me see the hands. Potential, innit? Yeah? Okay. Let me see once again the hands. So, Mike, please. Hands, please keep the hands up. We'll start. Please give the mic to this gentleman, yeah? Please stand up, sir. Your name. Who did you find that you're going to do business with? And what business are you going to do together? You don't have to tell us about the money, but just the connection.
Hi, good day. My name is Reginald Isaacs. I've talked to one of the exhibitors here that's selling the pottery here. I want to help him with his packaging and the printing of his packaging. And I've also talked to this guy that also is busy with his own clothing range. And I have a marketing idea that is available in Johannesburg for people to do local branding and to perform better. So I will get him connected with that people in Johannesburg, proudly South African. Then they will take it from there.
Fantastic. Round of applause for my brother. Thank you so much. Who else said they found someone that they're going to do business with? Why do the hands go down now after the mic has... Why are the hands going down? Let me see again. My brother, please give him the mic.
Good day, everyone. My name is Amu Mashele. I found the lady here to do the business with them. I also asked her if their business are registered. She said the business not registered. I told her I'm going to help her to register the business for free. Wow. So I'm going to register a business. She's going to have the CIPC. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sure. It's just like, it's happening. Like, yeah. We are networking, we are connecting, we are partnering, we are collaborating, and we are helping each other. You know, and that's what it's about, right? To come to a space with like-minded people who may have what you need and to work together. Now you're having to try and connect with someone that's at the other province. It's a business has been done right here. I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, please, 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 when you have done, not if, hear what I say, listen, when you have done business together, please tag us. Tell us, you don't have to tell us about what the business, you know, the money that you have, because some people don't want to share, you know. But to say, guys, T, I was at a session that you had in Upington. I met this brother, I met this entrepreneur. We're doing business together. That's it. That's what we ask from you. Are we together? So please share. Tag us, we tag others. Because when you're sharing, you then encourage others to do business with each other. You know, by sharing, then someone else sees what you do, and that could be a lead for you to connect and make more money. That's what it's about. Networking and collaborating and connecting. Are we together? We're moving on to our masterclass. Masterclass, we announce the pitch winner, and then we are done. All right. Once again, to our online audience, I know that you are still with us. To those of you who are still with us, thank you so, so much. You've been with us since the morning. Share your experience. Share what you've learned from the master classes and how you're finding it. We're now going to introduce the gentleman for the masterclass session and who that masterclass will be with. So you want to sit back, relax, and enjoy this masterclass / Mbaula chat. The gentleman that I'm going to bring on stage is Paballelo, Lindambeta, the founder of Black Pay Finance. He serves as a chairperson of ZMF Progressive Youth Chamber and Commerce. Yeah, already there's networking. And he's previously served as the deputy president of the Northern Cape Youth Chamber of Commerce and Industries. He's with us in the building. And before he comes on stage, please do check your WhatsApps. We have sent you a link on the broadcast group. And that link is a feedback session link. We humbly ask that you fill in that link to hear from you, to find out from you how the experience has been. Because when we come here, we want to cater for you, right? Maybe there's someone who's an incredible entrepreneur. You want to hear their story. Tell us. Let us know. So we bring them onto stage. When we come here, this is your platform. If you haven't received the link, please see the lady at the back. Jacqueline, please put your hand up. If you haven't received the link, please see that lady at the back. She'll be able to assist you. All right? It's only going to take 2 or 3 minutes and then it's done. So let's get ready for the Mbaula chat. My brother, please come onto stage. Please, let's show some love, ladies and gentlemen. Paballelo. Welcome, champ. And this Mbaula chat will be facilitated by Bulelani Balabala. Please, let's put our hands together for Bulelani as he comes on stage.
How you guys doing? You guys are good? It's very hot in Upington. Eh? I mean, I'm here with my short sleeve. I'm very excited. It's very hot. Our guest has a short sleeve. That means that the problem are the people that are in this room. No, man, thank you so much for, running the course with us till this point. In the program, I think our facilitators earlier on spoke very, very well. Thank you so, so much to Mom Wolf. You are amazing. And to Claudia. So this segment in the program is what we call Mbaula chat. Mbaula chat, translated, is a fireside chat. And it's really when you talk to someone whose brain will pick, to learn certain things from, to get the ideologies and thoughts on certain things and certain perspectives, right? And that's the sole premise of this. But to sort of just track back just a little bit, You know, the theme topic of the day is networking. You know, quite an interesting thing is that, you know, when you sort of look at your MBA courses and that's the sound. When you sort of look at like your MBA courses and any entrepreneurship courses or top executive courses, the one main thing that takes up 20% of that course content is practically teaching executives and business leaders on how to network. Why? Because you know, you can learn everything that you need to know, but if you don't know how to apply those skills and knowledge, it almost becomes useless knowledge, right? Because you won't be able to maneuver and move within rooms, you know, because there's a layer of life and entrepreneurship that you learn. There's a layer of life that you learn, that you piggyback on other people, but much of it needs to be you being able to apply, because the moment you apply, it builds an amazing thing called emotional intelligence. Why? Because through your applications, you know that if I talk to a lady at this time, she might not respond. You know, if I talk to a guy at this time, he might not respond and engage in the right way. So what that helps you to do is to build emotional intelligence. So you now know that when you're engaging with customers and clients, when the person reacts in a certain way, and you've approached them in a certain time of the day, that it probably might be these type of things that I need to switch up on my pitch. So it's very, very important, right? So when you are here, what we always say is that when you come into rooms like these, the most important person is the person sitting next to you, right? It's seldom the person who's on the program, because sometimes, you know, I'm gonna come and I go, you try and WhatsApp me, DM me, I'm non-responsive because I'm caught up in my own things. But the beautiful thing is that you build a hive of people around you. It's the lady who says, I deliver food parcels at my local school, but sometimes I struggle with transport. But there's someone here who's got transport. Transport might not be their business, but they use transport for delivering catering equipment or delivering hired equipment wherever they're hired. But there are certain days that are off-peak days. So how then do you then utilize those days? So in the tech space, it's called innovation. But in the simplest form, innovation is when two ideologies collide, right? It's when two different businesses collide through a mutual goal, and that goal is mutual beneficiation, you know? So I've got this amazing gentleman here. Let's give him a big round of applause. I mean, we'll assume the position of the fact that none of us in this room know you. We don't know what you're about. We don't know your heart. We don't know what drives you and what your passions are. So I'll ask you a very, very innocent question. Tell us who you are, from your perspective, who you are, what you're about, and what really drives you every single day.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those who don't know me or might not have heard, my name is Paballelo, but I'm well known as Linda in Upington or in this area. It is quite simple. I think in each and every one of us, depending on your circumstances or where you come from and how you were raised, that informs the drive in each and every one of us. We want to become successful because we want to change situations that we were preview of or that we had experienced in growing up. What drives me and what drives what I do is the fact that I am an aspiring philanthropist. I want to assist people. I want to do my part in everybody else's effort in changing the world. If it means that I can do it through assisting people with business, I will do that. I studied entrepreneurship and I have a love for business. My company, Black Pay Finance, it's a consulting company, but the idea of the company, and when you read the name Black Pay Finance Co., is because I'm striving towards opening a bank. And I am a registered credit provider, but I'm not at the moment operating. I'm not providing any credit at the moment because I'm in a process of fundraising capital in order to start the microloan business and as business development unit in the same sense, whereby I am able to assist entrepreneurs finance their orders. If you have an order with government or if you have an order in private sector to deliver a certain service, but you don't have the capital to do it, I want to be the person that you call. You don't have much around there. I know you have a few that you see on the internet, but in most instances, people get declined because compliance documents are not necessarily in place, and people don't follow the right procedures in applying for these things. But I want to be that one that is here, that you know, okay, the company is here, I can step in there and show him proof of business that I have or potential business that I can gain. But I want to know if you are in a position of assisting me to finance whatever needs to be financed in that process. Black Pay Finance also is a consulting company. I write business plans, I write business proposals, I do register companies, I do returns and all of that. So if anyone in the house, I know it's a very difficult thing to open up just like that and say that if you need a business plan or if you need a business proposal, come to me, because there's always an issue with payments when it comes to that. People, I can tell you, I probably have like 105 or 102 business proposals and business plans that I've written before, but I have not handed them to clients because people will tell you, okay, I want a business plan, can you do it for me? But when it comes to the point where they need to pay, then they would come up with all the reasons not to pay, but to get the document, do you understand? But people don't understand that sitting down and putting your idea into context on paper is difficult, because the moment you step away and you've given me the idea, I will have to go sit and do the research. I have to put in the hours. I have to do your financials or the projected financials for your business in an industry that is most likely not even an industry that I'm interested in. Do you understand that I don't have the knowledge about? So yeah, that is me. I'd like to believe that I'm a very passionate person, and I'm an engaging person. I love networking, and in fact, networking is one of my strengths. I can easily approach people and speak to people. I am not a shy person. If I need to address something, I'll address something. If I need to stand on a podium and speak, I'll speak to people. And I think in networking as well, I've learned that the most important element in networking is having a persuasive mind, being able to close a deal. It is pointless if you network and you are unable to capture the person that you are networking with. But that is all informed by what you produce. What are you selling? Are you a credible person? Your reputation and everything in business as well says a lot about how things at the end go out. I think I've said a lot, yeah, but I think that, thank you.
No, I actually like what you've said, right? But now, I want to just piggyback off one of the things. I mean, there's about 3 things, but I'll just pick out one that you said and deviate from the questions, right? When you sort of look back at, your entrepreneurial journey, I mean, it goes without saying that the picture or the image that's portrayed about entrepreneurship is that, it's luxurious, it's easy. You plug in, you play, you start, it grows. But I mean, that's not the true reality at the end of the day. How have you been able to deal with that rejection? I mean, like right now, what you're talking about is an iteration pain, which is I engage people, they didn't pay, and as a result, I know not to say certain things to individuals because I know not to attract the wrong type of individuals, right? But how have you dealt with those challenges, that rejection of you've networked, the person is coming along for the journey, you've had dinners and lunches, and then they just say, nah, man, we're not interested in you, or they just don't answer your calls anymore?
You know, that actually just it has a simple answer. What you do if you are rejected, you move on to the next one. If one door is shut in your face, you go knock at the next door. You would never know. Not everybody has the same perception about you or what. It's fine. People might be interested in you, and things would go all and well, and you'd be sold, and you'd become excited. Okay, fine. I've engaged with Bulelani. I think he likes my idea. I think he's going to assist me. But then suddenly he just shuts down and he's not interested anymore. If Bulelani is not necessarily interested, there is somebody that will like your idea. So you move on to the next one. In my past experiences, I've had multiple business interests, and it's diverse into different sectors. I've been in the alcohol selling business, and I've seen that it's not for me, because the business wasn't performing. Although you see other people thriving in it, you understand. So there's many other businesses as well that you venture into, and then it's not a success. But the one thing you should never do is you should never stop trying, because if you don't keep on trying, it's like someone once said something very profound to me. It's like when you pray, you pray for something, but in the process you lose hope. You lose hope, but then you have prayed for something, and God is busy connecting the dots and busy sending whatever you prayed for to you. But in the process, you lose hope because it takes too long. And then in that process of it taking so long and you losing hope, the gift that is on its way loses direction as well. So you would never receive something necessarily if you are not able to enjoy the journey. As painful as it is, as painful as it may be sometime to accept hardship, you must find pleasure in any situation that you go through, no matter how painful it is. Because when it's nice and when everything is going well, we enjoy, we laugh, and we don't think about the misfortunes of what you have received and the person that didn't receive it, you understand? When it's your chance, enjoy it. But know that there will come a time as well when you have to bow down onto your knees again, cry if you have to cry, whatsoever happens. But in essence, it is not easy, but when a door is shut in your face, move to the next one. And when you move to the next door, and when you are able to open it, and keep it open for the next person to enter as well. Thank you.
Someone's very happy there. But also you're really sharing some invaluable gems, right? But now, I think based off, I think there's a couple of other things that you were saying now, right? But now tell me, where's there a moment ever where you started the sales journey with this person, networking with them, getting to know them, they disappeared on you, but did they ever come back? Has there ever been someone who rejected you but ended up in future coming back and saying, we want to do business with you? Because sometimes I think what we then do sometimes as entrepreneurs, we become too hard on ourselves with the clients that have said no. But there are occasions where the client who said no 5 years ago is the same client who will call you randomly and say, hey, Jabu, man, do you still do 1, 2, 3, And I think that seed that one would have planted becomes the seed that becomes invaluable, right? So that's the one. And then on the back of that, you shared this illustration of this story that narrates one praying and losing hope along the journey, right? And entrepreneurship sometimes becomes that difficult that we might even be tempted to lose that hope. What has kept you going? Is it prayer? Is it family? Is it singing? Is it driving? What has kept you going? Because we know that there are those dark days. And that's the crazy thing about entrepreneurship. You go from R1 million in your account a month ago to having nothing, to owing people, to having your cars repossessed. You know, and it seems as if nothing had happened to you the moment you're successful yet again, you know. And that emotional roller coaster is one that's very taxing. How do you navigate?
I think you touched on something very personal right now. What you just said is, and I'd like to believe, okay, fine. I'm not necessarily somebody that opens up about my life to people, besides if you are really close to me or whatever the case might be. I would say in the year when COVID hit, I owned, I used to be an owner of a pub not too far away from here. COVID hit, we couldn't operate. You had all your money in stock that couldn't move. Couldn't pay the car for 3 to 4, 5 months. Yeah. Eventually, when I was able to sell the alcohol that I had in the tavern, although through the hard conditions, strict conditions that we were living in during COVID, I was forced to actually give my car back. And you know, living in Kasi, you know the perception in Kasi that people have of you. Once you have something and next moment it's gone. Everywhere you go, corners, discussions are about you. Hey, he has lost everything now, he's broke. I wonder whether he's going to recoup from that or whatsoever the case might be. That was exactly the situation that I lived in. But being who I am and prioritizing my family, my mother, my brothers, sisters, my daughter, I could not stop and say that I'm done, it's fine. Life has taken over. I'm accepting that I'm broke and I'll never get to any business acumen again in my life. I had to push because bills needed to be paid at home, school fees needs to be paid, kids need things, family is needy. Sometimes there's things that happen in the family that you need to be ready for at all times. The drive actually is just that, it's like I said when in my opening remarks, that it differs from person to person. How you grew up and your background says a lot about who you are. And being a man, and more especially when you become in your early 20s, towards your 30s, you are given responsibilities at home. And also you want to feel like you are a man, so you take responsibility in certain things that you have to do consistently. And once you are not able to do those things, it easily strips even your manhood away. Like you become disrespected in most instances and stuff like that. So I don't think there's anybody that wants to live in such a situation. So you try by all means to get up and try something different again. It is difficult coming out of such situations though. Losing everything at one point and having to work hard again to get on your feet again. It's difficult, but it's all what you make of it. It's neither here or there. You just have to get up and push every day. That's all you're going to do.
Sure, and I mean, wow. I think, as you were sharing, when you can feel the emotional connection when someone is sharing, right? But, I think one thing I take from what you're saying there is, let us not fear starting over again. Because people will talk, but those words don't affect our bank balances in any way. Because when you're successful, they'll find something bad to talk about. When you're not doing well, they'll still find something bad to talk about. So we clearly can't please them. But now tell me, one of the hardest things to do is to advise someone who's doing well how to spend their money. It's like, when you have that relative who just came across that ref money or whatever the case, and you're trying to tell them, no, auntie man, I think you must. She will not listen to you, And I think exactly. And I think on the backdrop of everything that you're saying now, what is the one piece of advice, whether it's advice, you read it in a book, you watched it in a video, that has always stayed with you and has always been this, whether it's one or two or three, you could have multiple, but has been this resounding thing at the back of your head, that lessons you've learned through experiences that you've always had at the back of your head that you would like to share with us as these entrepreneurs that are here today, so that we learn from this journey?
I think even to start, okay, my business, where I started gaining consciousness of business and the powerfulness of business is when I started. My first book that I started reading was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki. And that book basically opened my mind to an extent where I became interested in business. If you even in the title of the book says a lot, and how the story in the book is narrated as well. It's about a boy that grew up but had a father that was working like a normal family, but was also acquainted to someone that is financially sharp. See, so rich dad, poor dad. And I would advise anybody that is in business, or if you have started in business recently, to read that book. Number 2, it is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Also a powerful book to read, guides you, in fact, around how to build principles in yourself as a person as well. And if you really, I think anybody that is in business wants to be effective. You want to be known, and you want to be known as a sound business person. So reading that book also, it is a book that it literally opens your mind. And in that book, I also learned about dependence, independence, and interdependence. You start off by being dependent. So you start a business because you want to become independent. But when you are in business, you need to assist other people. That's when you become interdependent, because you're not thinking about yourself anymore. You have surpassed the stage where you are dependent on someone else to provide something for you. You can do it for yourself, but now you have to look back and fetch the other people that are at the back. So that's when you become interdependent. So those are principles that I think are valuable to learn, and that's why I would advise any person that has started a business recently, go read those 2 books for me. I think that will expand your level of thinking even about yourself, not necessarily about only building your company or a business. Read those 2 books for me, and then all I can say, if you do, you'll thank me later. Next time when you meet me, you'll tell me that those books have added value to you. And the thing about reading, I almost said comrades. There, I said it. The thing about reading, you don't just read for the sake of reading. I believe if you read a book, explore into the ideas presented in that book, test them. That is the only time that you will really feel that you will actually learn something from somebody's experience. And that's why I like saying that I hate reading fictional books. I like autobiographies because it tells a story about how somebody started and what their experiences were. So that if you come across a stumbling block, you are able to learn from what you have read in that book as well, you see. So, yeah, those two books for me, please. You'll thank me later.
Yeah. I love what you're saying about the books, right? Because reading is very important. You know, there's this one quote by a gentleman, I think is one of the founders of Regenesis Business School, says, you know, people start businesses according to the level of their knowledge, again, according to the level of our exposure. And he then lists to say, one of the best ways to expose yourself is by reading. So definitely spot on and on the money. But you know, when you're answering the first question, you spoke about how it was very important for you to build a business, but not just to build a business, but to build yourself as a businessman who's reputable. And sometimes the small businesses, we make the mistake of thinking, if I screw up, Gafa, and I'll find another customer. So you don't deliver. You know, they call you, you don't answer the call, you don't answer private numbers, and you don't deliver on that order because you think another customer is going to come, or 609, you know, they don't get it, you know. And, you know, the thing is, life is small. Not necessarily small, but it's a small world and everyone is connected one way or another. And I guess building a reputation is really about, doesn't matter if you quoted them wrong, it's your problem, not the customers. How important is it for us to build that reputation while starting, you know, so that we're able to maintain it in the long term?
Yeah. That question is something. Whenever you starting off a business, I think in most instances people would start a business because they want to make money, and sometimes that is the wrong perception that we have. Starting a business should be about customer satisfaction. Whatever, whether.
Just want to cut you guys at the back, please. Just the noise there, please. Just thank you.
Starting a business should be about customer satisfaction, whether you're selling a service or a product. One of the strongest tools in a business is, and more especially the marketing area of a business is, and it is cost effective as well, is word of mouth. Your business is known because people talk about it. And if I necessarily buy a T-shirt from you, and someone saw me wearing the T-shirt and likes it, and I find fault with the T-shirt as well. When somebody inquires, I'm gonna tell them, nah, man, that's not a proper quality, or I'll say that's quality or something. It's like going to a restaurant and not being serviced properly. When you have to give a review about the place, you'll obviously say, no, those people, they are racist, or their food is not nice, or something. And that will depend, that will then inform someone else's decision to make use of the service or the product again. So I think as a businesswoman or man, you're starting the business, you should have the perception that you want to satisfy a need or a want. Like the word satisfy says it all. I cannot go, I'm making an example because I'm seeing someone, a friend of mine that owns a car wash. If my car is not washed properly or clean, or if I don't think my car is clean after taking it to your car wash, I'll never come back. I'll go look for another car wash because I know these guys will have asked the car half or whatsoever the case might be. So starting a business, you should think about satisfying somebody's need. And when you do it exceptionally well, that is when you retain most of your customers. People will always come back if you deliver an exceptional service. So as an individual as well, we must always strive towards being exceptionally good at what we do. We do accept average, good, and then exceptional, but once you go below the bar, you actually blow it for yourself. And that's when your business won't really last, because then people won't have good reviews. People won't refer other people to your company as well because of the dissatisfaction that they had experienced with doing business with you or something like that. So starting a business, please people, try and be exceptional in satisfying whatever need or want the person has when they step to your business. Thank you.
No, my brother. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sure. No, man, I love what you're saying, right? I really, really love what you're saying, because I think, I think for me, most importantly, as an entrepreneur, it talks to being, I think what I learned from that is have the customer at the center, be customer fixated, but also what I got from what you're saying is, if I'm not exceptional in the delivery of my service, there'll always be someone else who's going to replace me. And if I think I'm owning the market share, I'll own it up until they find a better solution. So being exceptional makes I'm cut above the rest. That's some beautiful nuggets. Let's give him another round of applause. Then I'll ask, I've got two more questions. I've got more, but I'll ask my last question. Sorry, my second last. We'll open up for questions on the floor. Then once we're done, I'll ask my final questions, which is words of inspiration. But tell me, sometimes you meet entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs say, yo, you're so confident. Where do you get the confidence from? I'm so scared to talk to people, And I come from a world that says, as an entrepreneur, yes, you might be an introvert by birth or whatever the case is, but you need to be able to network with people because, man, the money is in the hands of people. So you need to be able to engage them. What advice would you have for an entrepreneur who's got that anxiety and fear about talking to people, about they have a great product, but they're scared in opening their mouths and talking to people because they feel like it might not necessarily be their place or their job?
From my experience now, it is just being, if there's something you need to learn, I was raised and groomed in a sense that you must associate yourself with people that have the same vision. You cannot want to be an exceptional businessman or woman if you don't surround yourself by people that are doing business and that are doing great. Part of the important things that we don't take serious, and more especially in our generation, is that we don't have mentors, and we don't take having mentors serious. And in most instances, I've also seen that I don't think we have our perception about having a mentor is wrong, because we discourage even these people that can be potential mentors to us because we don't stick to the rules of a mentor and a mentee. We sometimes discourage them and chase them away because we have expectations of them that are unrealistic. And we sometimes, amen. And I've realized this thing with a lot of people, is that you can't want to have a mentor, but you don't disclose or have a founder's agreement to say that I want you to mentor me because I can see that you're doing good in business, or you have a set of skills. You are an engineer or whatever. I'm aspiring to become an engineer. Please mentor me in this field. But we go out and then we have expectations of these people that they necessarily cannot meet because they also have their own obligation towards them, towards other people. Like we would ask for money from mentors, man. That is a wrong perception. You can't be asking for money every time from your mentor or whatsoever. But what I've learned is that having mentors, I always say that don't use all your resources at once. Ask when it's really needed. I always, when I sit with my friends sometimes, I have a great network of wealth. I know, and I'm close, and I speak to a whole lot of business men and women that are doing great things in the country as well. I have their contacts. Friends of mine would ask me, why don't you call who? Why don't you call this person? You are close to him, or he calls you sometimes. Ask him for this and this. And then I tell guys that it's not necessarily that you have to ask people. You are tiring that person because you constantly have something to ask from them. So now the time when you really need his input in your business or his financial assistance, and then you have exhausted that resource. You understand? So we must try and move away from that, and then know that if you ask somebody to mentor you, stick to it being a learning experience, him sharing his journey with you, so that you are able to learn and grow, so that it makes things easier for you as well. Having a mentor also builds to your greatness at the end of the day, because you already know that your back is covered and you are standing strong. Because again, for things, I know this man because he's a financial what. I know he would give me sound advice when I have to make investments, or whether checking a viability of a deal or whatsoever. You see, that's when you use those people. And when you really now have a business that even they think is viable, then you can tell them, okay, no, it's fine. Let's then engage. Please, can you assist me with this and this and this? And that's how you grow. But sometimes we really do exhaust the resources that we have all at once. And that is why they say sometimes you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket as well. You must separate them, be diversified in a sense. Yeah, so I think, I hope that answers that question, or did I miss something?
No, that more than answered the question, right? Sure, let's give him a big round of applause. Yo. No, I selfishly, that was not the answer I thought I was going to get. But selfishly, you've over-answered me, and I walk away with incredible nuggets, because, sometimes it's always the other person. They don't want to answer the phone. They don't want. But the moment we introspect, it becomes such a powerful thing, because we introspect, and what it does is that it puts us in a great position for us to be able to say, how am I managing this relationship in the right way? But I love this part that I love the most. I don't know what you guys' thoughts are, and you'll share them when you ask questions, because we're going to do that now. But the part that lasts the most is, just because you've got access to someone, it doesn't mean that you need to use. Deposit into that relationship and build that relationship, and only withdraw at the right time. But don't withdraw where you have not invested. Invest your time. Help them in their work. Man, let's give them another round of applause. So I've got one of my team members. Is there anyone who's got questions? Compliments as well, because there's quite a number of compliments that came up when we posted your flyer. I was like, oh my goodness. This amazing gentleman, from the local youth and some other individuals. That's going to be my last question, actually, with regards to that. But is anyone's got questions? The gentleman here, please just come. If you can walk just behind the camera, And then you can come to this X that marks the spot. Anyone else who has, okay, I've got the gentleman at the back, I've got the gent in the white top, the lady over there. You can come up just after the gent with the red cap. He's about to pass you right about now. You can come in and join that line over there. So maybe let's say we'll start with this first. Please come to the back, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so we'll start with this first five with the lady sitting down. And then, what format are you happy with? They ask, you answer. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Maybe I want to give you 1 second because I want him to just increase the volume on that particular mic. Thank you also for cheering us on. Actually, I don't know if I've got a T-shirt actually for you if you're interested. I'll share that with you. Okay, please just try speak now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Janovan Isats. I have a question for Linda because we are in Akasi and it's not very fashionable that we have financial intelligence and discipline. That question was asked, but I want you to explain to us what financial intelligence did you gain from your experience, and how can we learn, and what do we need to gain that financial intelligence, in the sense of understanding that money might be visible but not ready to be used. Thank
Sure.
you.
I didn't expect that one, but I'll answer and then we can go on to the next question. Okay, from my experience, I would want to be brutally honest. Now, as young as I am, I've been reckless with money before. I have recklessly spent money, lots of money, and without bearing, and then I'd be the only one that has to take the consequences of that. Being young and not having the necessary financial advice can cause you a whole lot of problems. You know, we are young, we like chilling with women, buy alcohol, expensive Hennessy's and whatsoever the case might be, because we want to be flamboyant, man. And we feel like umoreki that is. You know, living under that, what do they call that thing? YOLO, you only live once. It's actually a very dangerous slogan, that one, you only live once, because it leads to many ill-informed decisions that you can take as a person. But again, it goes back, Janovan, to the fact that having people with the necessary financial skills around you, it is the company you keep. Being amongst people that can guide you and tell you, but I don't think you need to do this. I don't think this is necessary. Let's try this. Do you understand? So it goes back to mentorship and networking and being in a company of people that are like-minded, people that want to see the best of you happen, people that don't necessarily want you to take decisions that you might regret the next day. Do you understand? So education also in business is one pivotal element, because when you've been, I don't want to discourage anybody that necessarily has not gone to study or specialize in a certain field to open a business that is, let's say, electrical engineering based or whatsoever the case might be, because you find entrepreneurs that have dropped out of school, even, that are making a killing in the industries. But the thing, basically, it's your association. Associate yourself with people that are sound, people that have the discipline. If we don't all, imagine being in a group of friends or in a friendship circle where we all are not disciplined, it obviously would lead to chaos and to wrong financial decisions. So I am actually privileged to have a circle of friends that are highly educated and a circle of friends from different sectors. The law, fraternity, people that were in the accountancy element, all sectors, do you understand? So if you associate yourself in such groups, then you are destined to become financially disciplined and to actually grow. Thanks, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. Good day, everyone. Thank you very much for Nedbank for supporting my boy. Usebenzile Mchana, you deserving of these platforms. Also allowing us to network. One question that I would really want you to say how you deal with it is, how do you manage people or clients mistaking your confidence for arrogance?
Thank you so much for that. Interesting question. You know, in the years we've done this, great question. Thank you so much, sir.
I think by the way, that is our counselor in the ward. Thanks, counselor, for the question. But I think you know how I do it. Maybe you just want me to. At the end of the day, it must be about yourself. If it's not going to be about yourself, then why are you doing it? You go around, people will always criticize. People will mistake your confidence for arrogance in most instances. But that doesn't say you must back down because you want to ek wil vir jou ngalat voel. Nee, jong, ons is verby daai tyd. We move. Like if you think I'm arrogant, fine. If it works for me, then I'm fine. The moment I realize that I'm actually doing something wrong, then I would question my level of arrogancy. But if my arrogance gets me through the door, and if my arrogance opens doors for other people, then I'm fine. I'm totally fine with living with that. Thank you.
The floor is yours, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Isaac Dube. I just want to compliment. Yes, we grew up together, me and Linda, from grade A. Yes, buddy. I want to go back to that book of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I also read it, my bro. And what keeps me, because I also own a car wash, and I've been running it for 8 years now. I'm not where I want to be, but that book, it gave me that burning desire. And I'm still having that burning desire, and I'm not gonna back down. And you know why? Because of you, brother. I see they trying to break you. It's been happening, but you've been standing. Don't give up now. And I'm so grateful for Tia today and Nedbank and everybody. I see this small community right now because I thought this event was going to be bigger than this. I'm even shivering because if this is the only young entrepreneurs in Paballelo, guys, kom julle by mekaar, let's do this together. Please, please. I'm pleading to everybody because I've been running the car wash there. I need your support. I'm alone there. But here we are now because of Tia. And it's this small group. Let's do it together, all of us. Thank you, brother, for not giving up.
Good day. Goeiedag aan allemaal. En ek wil ke vraag gevra het, my het nou so mooi gepraat oor Linda. Voel so my maar nie weer my vraag vra nie. Maar vraasvry. Maar ek wil nog steeds vir Linda vra. Linda, ons is onze zaliese wat die by die huis is, né? Wat aardappels en wat tomaties goed van die huis af verkoop. Nou, jou besigheid, as jy able om kan die mense ook te help, en hulle is nie geregistreerd nie. Hoe kan jou besigheid die mense help, soos ons tomaties goed van die huis af verkoop en groente verkoop? Ons ongeregistreerd. As al een baie dankie vir jou presentation, Linda. Je doet baie goed, ko. You deserve it.
I think, see, it all goes down to the fact that we need more platforms like this so that we are able to engage and know about each other. And I like what the previous speaker has said is that get involved, become part of chambers. Become part of chambers, become part of networks where you are able to deliberate on things like that. There is a program of formalization that CEDA is going to embark on within the next 2 weeks, where we have to formalize 100 businesses within this David Creeper municipal area. So communication will still come out. They're just busy preparing the poster and stuff like that. We will share those things, and I will be part of the team that is going to be assigned to formalize these businesses. And it would be a free of charge service that we're going to do. We're going to register companies for you, prepare a business proposal for you to say this is what you do and whatsoever the case might be. But in most instances, the general truth is that people don't want to register their businesses because people think of tax that would decrease their profitability and stuff like that, you see. But to be funding ready, you need to be compliant also. Do you understand? So you need to be registered as an entity. There's no one that is going to give money to a non-entity, because then there would not be record keeping that you would necessarily do. And I will not be able to come and trace whether the company is doing good if you as a business is not compliant. Do you understand? So onze mense moet regtig begin registreer. Alle companies register en income tax en al die hele goedere, sodat daar net tracking is, ten minste, verstaan jy? So yeah, soos ek gesê het, CEDA will have the program. It will be running, I think, in the next 2 weeks or so. So if you know of people, you are free to speak to me either. I know Largo Cordom as well is part of the program, so you can either speak to them if you are not comfortable with me. But yeah, there will be a program where we will embark on formalizing businesses. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Victoria from Smart Money. Please don't forget to visit my table. So my question is, Linda, you mentioned that you are a authorized credit provider and that you are looking at establishing a bank sometime in the future, right? So I'm in finance, and you find that, as I was saying earlier, but I don't think you were here, the cycle of debt, right? It has us at the core, right? So now you find that someone has studied, they have exhausted the whole debt cycle, they are blacklisted. Then they decide that maybe I should try entrepreneurship, right? Now they have this brilliant idea, but they can't get funding. So when your bank operates, or when it opens up, what measures are there going to be to allow these people that, fell prey to the debt cycle But now you're also giving them an opportunity, because if you're blacklisted, you're not going to get the funding. But you have the idea and the opportunities are there, but there's no one that is willing to trust you with money again, because you've already made that mistake before. And you don't have the platform to really prove that I have now learned from my mistakes and I'm now willing to walk this path. So how will we, as small businesses that are blacklisted individually, be able to apply for funding in our company name and not necessarily constantly reminding us of that blacklisting? Thanks.
I think the National Credit Regulator guides us with that as well. Unfortunately, you need to go through a process where they really assess waar you was man, waar you deurvat in, where they rehabilitate you as a credit-seeking person. Do you understand? I think if you can just go, I know they normally send out circulars. Remember, irresponsible credit, giving people irresponsible credit also can put you as a credit provider in danger. Do you understand? And the ombudsman of the national credit regulator can fine you as a company also when you have given people that you could assess that they wouldn't be able to pay back. So it all boils down again to being a responsible person as well. It is unfortunately what the National Credit Regulator sets for us, because in this country we are guided by constitution and by what is being gazetted. So also us, we need to apply to what is being set forth for us. It is unfortunate, but if I were to give you advice around something like that, you have the idea, you are blacklisted, and you cannot get credit. Get somebody who can get credit to represent the company, and then get the money through that way. You understand? Even if it means that you have to appoint your sister or brother as a director in the company, just to access the funding, and then you can work around that. But obviously, even with that, see, the other thing is, in business we also don't trust each other. We don't trust our own families as well. Do you understand? But what I would say one can really do is that have an agreement with someone, a documented and signed agreement with someone. If you put somebody in as a major shareholder of your company, let it be documented, because obviously then the person will have that obligation to come back to you and say, okay, but you can't just operate things. Can't go to the bank alone, even though they are the director. You see, you have to sign on things like that. Experience has taught us a lot of things, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause. So my final question is really to ask you to just give us your final words of closure, whether it's a quote, it's inspiration, whatever you want to leave us with. The moment is now. Thank you so much.
Hey, guys, you see, even we don't know where our country is going, comrades, but we must continue to learn. Learning does not stop. Grasp what you can from whoever you can get it from, and move. Our economy, or the country's unemployment rate is high, and unfortunately we won't be all consumed by government. We won't all be consumed by corporate. There will always be an outcry of unemployment, but we as entrepreneurs can change that. If, I don't know how many of us are here, but if I take a rough estimate, we are probably 50 people in this room. If 50 of us can each employ 4 people, we'd be making a difference in society. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Mabata. Let's give a big round of applause, man. Big round of applause. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. We appreciate it. So can I get the photographer so we do the picture? Photographer's on cue. So you'll stand and give us that handsome smile of yours with the mic. So you'll do one with the mic. You'll just hold it up. And then just look directly at that gentleman over there. And then one without the mic. And then we've got a little, while you're taking a picture there, I'll call Spoo up to just come take over so that we wrap it up. This is our gift from you. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much, Mr. Linda.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the last part of the program. Did you enjoy the Mbaula chat? Fantastic. Before I announce the winner, is there anyone who would like to share what they've learned today? Yeah, you've learned a lot. Yeah, I know, I can see. Just briefly, 2 or 3 people, 2 key takeaways from today. What is it that you've learned that you didn't know? Around networking. I see a hand. Hand? Oh, you were scratching. Oh, not big a move. I'm talking to you. Oh, not you. Oh, she's. Anybody. Quickly. Just what did you learn that you didn't know around networking? Okay, can we get a mic for you? Right here. Please
Sorry,
stand up
guys.
and.
Hi. Sorry, I talk a lot. I learned that networking is not just about collecting business. They said I should stand here. Networking is not just about collecting business cards, right? So you get my business card, but make sure that you actually understand what the person is selling and get the WhatsApp number and say hi. You know, tomorrow when you're lying idle in bed, it will remind you that, oh, I met Victoria and she's in finance and she can help me with budgets, you know? So that is the major takeaway for me, that don't just collect business cards, use them.
Don't just collect business cards and numbers. And also how you store people on your phone. Hey, that one from that event. What's the name? Don't just collect more. One thing that you took away that you didn't know around networking? Going once? Going twice? Yes, my brother. Yeah, let's put our hands together for this gentleman.
Good day, everyone. Actually, I don't want to say I learned something. I was burning when I was sitting there. I feel I want to thank to this gentleman, to say, man, you have shifted something inside me as a father or as a new entrepreneur. Thank you for doing a good job, man. May God bless you. Do the good job.
Thank you so much, my brother. Sure. You missed the handshake. You wanted to shake your hand. Much appreciated. Online audience, also please do share there in our comment what is it that you've learned, and we're encouraging you once again on the live later on today. If it pops up, you learn something, please do share it with us, because when you share it, it's there forever, right? And you can always go back. All right, so let's head over to the pitch winner announcement. Are we ready? We'll start off by giving a certificate of participation. So I will ask that all right, so I will start off with Ntombi. Nofumela. Ntombi from Nofumela, your certificate of participation, one of our finalists for the pitching competition. Come on, Upington, let's show some love. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Please look straight into that camera. One more time, a round of applause for Ntombi. Congratulations, Ntombi. Next up, we have Sbongile, Shane. Sbongile, please come to the front. Shane. One more time, a round of applause for Mr. Mayongo, one of our exhibitors who still got his incredible pottery, is what they call it. That's right, eh? Handmade pottery. Maybe it's Afrikaans. Yeah, all right, next up we have Yvonne. Yvonne Links. Yvonne, please come to the front. One of our pitching finalists as well. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Let's put our hands together one more time for Yvonne. Please look straight into that camera. Next up, we have Victoria from Smart Money with V. Victoria, please come to the front. That is Victoria. Please, can we give her a round of applause, Victoria? One of the ways to get better at what you do is to watch it and learn from it, right? And so to our finalists who pitched today, your pitches will be on our YouTube channel. Download it, share it with your audience, learn from it, and take it to the next level. Are we together? Fantastic. Then we have Rodney. Rodney. Please come to the front. La Parral. Next time we're going to have an underground camera to off the shoes. No, they're too much. They're too nice. Come through, my brother. I don't want you to. Okay, but they'll see. But it's the one. It's the one. It goes with the brand and the company and what it's about, right? Then our last finalist, Norma. Please can we put our hands together for Norma? She comes on stage. Congratulations, Norma. Let's put our hands together for Norma. Congratulations. All right. On stage, I'm going to call up all the speakers from today and all the judges. Please come and join me on stage. If you gave a master class, not if you asked the question. Otherwise, it would be full up here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner. One of the finalists today is walking away with the grand prize of 50,000 Rand. 50. Not 50 Rand. 5-0. Ah, triple now. Hey, this one wants the price to go up. Sure. What I will need is a drum roll, but the loudest drum roll that you can give me. The people outside must be able to hear you. They must wonder what is happening. Come on, Upington. Let's get the drum roll, drum roll, drum roll! All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the pitching competition right here in Upington, Paballelo, walking away with the grand prize is Yvonne Links from Chef and Machila. Let us put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for our winner. Yvonne, please please can you right here. That is for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we all look straight into that camera? Smile as though you are also getting a share. Straight into that camera. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a massive round of applause for our winner, Yvonne. Fantastic. We'll take pictures afterwards. One. Thank you so much to our judges, to our speakers. Thank you. Yvonne, please, can I stay with Yvonne? Can I stay with Yvonne on stage? It's incredible. Let's give them one last round of applause. This is our winner of the pitching competition. Can I please have Yvonne on stage only? Only. Yeah. All right, so the winner. Yeah, the winner. So, Yvonne, congratulations. Where's that? Yeah, so can I please let's wrap up. Then we'll celebrate after. But you know we must hear from the winner and what she has to say. Yvonne, what would you like to say to the other entrepreneurs, and how do you feel about winning this competition today?
Good day once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Just put your mic up a bit. Put your mic up so they can hear you. A bit close. No, it's on, but just put it closer.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Once again, good day, ladies and gentlemen. The angles is not through the window because, but I'll try to accommodate anyone with. I would love to take this opportunity and say thank you to T, Nedbank, and whoever. This is really a big deal for me. And all by the grace of God. As I've told you that I was raised by a grandmother, and so all glory to God for this one, because I've been praying since I've submitted my application for this. Guys, thank you very, very much for this. I'll definitely make use for good of this money. And next time when you come, or I will post and I will hashtag you guys, I'm gonna buy me a bakkie. That's gonna be part of the bakkie that I'll buy for myself to transport my mobile kitchen and my mobile chiller. Thank you very much to each and every speaker that was here today. We've learned a lot. And Linda Mibroer, thank you for that one. The time when I approached Mali, I told her, I'm gonna go straight for it. I want you to be my mentor, because that's what I need. So thank you for that. You know, ons nodig regtig mentors. En dankie man vir die shout.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thanks, Yvonne. Please don't go anywhere. Yvonne, please, Yvonne. Yeah. Yvonne, what I would like you to do is please look straight into the camera. That smile, you know that smile when now you're walking out with the bakkie. Now you're driving it out. Please look straight into that camera. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, as loud as we can. Massive congratulations to our winner, Yvonne, and we wish you all the best. Thank you so much. This is your check. You can keep it. All right, can I have your attention as we close? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yvonne, I think you should have just stayed on stage with me until we are done. Because now they want you, they want the photo, they want the check, they want... All right, can I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Yeah, I know, she'll come and get the glasses. So, we have come to the end of the program. On behalf of Nedbank, we want to say a big, big thank you to each and every single one of you for being here with us, for coming. Did you enjoy it? Upington, should we come back again? No, I can't hear you. Should we be back again? All right. So just in closing, before we go and have lunch and network, sessions like this are incredible, but they get better when we implement what we've learned. So I'm encouraging every single one of you, what you've learned from the speakers today, apply it in your business. ACT, act, action changes things. Apply, connect, don't just take business cards and numbers, but let's do business together. And to our online audience, a massive, massive thank you. Thank you so much for joining us from all over the country, all over the world. We look forward to seeing you online in the physical at our next tea session. Baya danki, rea leboga, siyabonga. Please give yourselves a round of applause. We're now going to have lunch. Please, you know, you don't want to ruin what has been a good day, because now there's no order anymore, and it's like you don't know whether we were at an event or we're at a party. So